Hello, my dear future Frederique. Here we are again, writing another letter because your thoughts are so entangled and messy that you must get them out somehow. So a letter it is. At the moment you are staring out your office window over the fields and hills of the Norwegian countryside, spring is coming and you're supposed to be excited. Instead you're confused, anxious even, because you've come to the realization that you're 25 years old and you have absolutely no idea what you're doing with your life, and you're starting to think that perhaps you never will. It's funny how we as children are put into an educational system where we're taught all the things that are important to later choose a profession. And then, before we're even old enough to wash our own clothes, make our own meals, figure out ourselves, we are supposed to know what we want to accomplish in our lives, what we want to quote-unquote become. Even worse, we're sent to school to learn things on countless subjects apart from one. The single most important subject we could possibly learn about: life. How to grow up, how to be a decent human being, how to survive teenage years, young adult years, how to survive life itself. We're not taught a single thing about how to stay on our feet when things get tough, how to be confident from a young age, how to find our own self-worth. One can assume, of course, that this is the job of parents and family. But when a child goes to school, spends free time with their friends, social activities, sports, music, sleeping, how many waking hours does a parent get to spend with their child? Who, at the core, raises that child? Parents or the system? And who has the biggest influence? Vad är det du ska ha? Vill du upp där? Vill du upp där? Är det det du ska ha? Yeah. Everything isn't that black and white though, I know that. Some children thrive through the educational system. Other children can wait to get to school so they can get away from home. Not to mention all the children who never get a chance to be educated in the first place. It's easy to see the world in only two values when you're upset, and I'll admit that while I'm writing this, I am quite upset. There are so many societal issues that they all seem to blend and to merge, to the point where you end up thinking society is screwed and then you turn a blind eye because what else is there to do? I am certainly one of them at this point in my life. What about you, my dear? Are you trying to change the world, or do you have enough on your hands just living your own life? I hope not. I hope you're violently fighting your own demons so you can get out of your own head and look around. Because the world needs more people who dare to do just that, to look around and look truth straight in the eye. Maybe then humanity has a chance at righting itself, choosing to fight for a better future rather than walking a silent path of self-destruction. But that's a heavy topic, isn't it? I'm sorry. I told you I was upset. My thoughts tend to lean towards doom and gloom when I feel this way. And why am I mentioning this to you anyway? I guess I wonder if these societal issues are still a never-ending discussion without any conclusions or answers in the future you live in. Or have we humans finally found the love and courage to work together to change things, instead of letting governments divide us and do a poor job for us? Again, it's funny. I write those things, voicing critical opinions, as if I know a thing or two about the world. But truth be told, I am low educated. My world is very small because I've consciously decided to step away from the noise and the madness. A part of me still feels uncertain about that, because how will others ever respect me or my opinions if I haven't gained any education or knowledge to respect? It's a stupid question, but I hear it over and over. Too many judge other people's worth and intellect based on their accomplishments. They judge themselves based on accomplishments, not who they are as a person. Try to find this confidence, dear, that you don't need to be and do and live like everyone else in order to have valid opinions. Everyone's opinions are valid, no matter who you are, and we should listen and ponder on each one, while accepting that our own opinions might be wrong sometimes. There's no shame in that. It's just another piece of knowledge to take with us. One thing I know for certain, though, after many years of digging my own grave, is that in a perfect world, or maybe even in a broken one, I am not supposed to degrade myself to match the suffering of others. Other people are supposed to be upgraded to my level of happiness, and my level of happiness is turbulent and unpredictable at best. We all deserve so much more. No matter how difficult it is for me to say sometimes, I know I deserve to be happy and to be free, and I will hold on to that thought for dear life, because so many things in society try to overshadow or trivialize that statement. I deserve to be happy and to be free. There, I said it again. And for the love of God, I hope that you, my dear, still hold on to that thought with all your might. You've spent your entire life, though it only be 25 years, comparing yourself to dirt underneath shoes walking the earth. Enough of that, you hear me? Grow up, and I mean it. It's one of the lessons towards becoming an adult, understanding that your place among humans is equally important to everyone else's, even a queen, a superstar, a world champion. Stop idolizing other people who've supposedly made it. Don't fall into the trap of celebrity worshipping as if their lives are more important than yours. They are just another human version of you, equally important as your presence here on earth. As long as you can't cheer yourself on, celebrate yourself for your own achievements, whether it's getting a degree, managing a difficult musical piece, or just plainly getting out of the bed in the morning, don't give anyone else that energy when you should give it to yourself. God only knows where I would have been if only one person had taken the time to tell me this as a child, when my vulnerable brain looked for every excuse to talk myself down. Now, back to my original chaotic thought. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm learning how to draw, paint, write, tell stories through a lens, learning how to find my own worth, how to stand on my own 2 feet. But I have no idea where it will actually take me. If it will take me anywhere at all, really. I have no thoughts or perceptions or ideas about the future for now. I just am, and I'm doing things. It scares me, I'll admit that, but it also gives me a sense of relief. I am only 25 years old. I am a child living in an aging body, a process I neither can stop or reverse. So be it. I'll face whatever comes, but don't expect me to understand it. I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't think I ever will. Life is too unpredictable for that. Life isn't meant to be understood, it's meant to be lived. And so I will do just that. I will live. I will learn through experience, not just through books. I will change, adapt. I will give, receive, and I will let go until the day God brings me home or eternity claims me. And I can wholeheartedly say, I did my best with the time I was given. I hope you still feel this way, my dear, because writing it in these early morning hours, a stormy wind caressing the house that keeps you warm and rays of sunlight reminding you that she's always shining above the clouds, it heals you, bit by bit. And the anxiousness that woke you has turned into an awareness of your own thoughts and emotions, bringing a wave of peace you haven't felt in a while. Your coffee is cold now because you got too caught up in your writing, and Oop is snoring in her bed behind you. Is she still with you when you read this in a few years? Does she still despise waking up any earlier than noontime unless there's food put in front of her adorable little face? I hope this sense of peace and confidence still lingers with you, my future self. The world is a dark place in your eyes at the moment. Remember to seek the light. And if you can't find it, create it. Know that you, now in 2023, knows that you have the courage and power to do so. So listen to me. I will leave you now, and I can only pray that you've built upon your own wisdom over the years, instead of losing yourself in the pandemic of dormant minds. All my love to you, my dear. Frederikke.